Again, everybody, I'm Chris. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most popular country songs in the nation as they're ranked by MediaBase 24/7 for the chart week of October 21st, 2023. Got one debut and one re-entry this week, but before I start counting them down, here's a look back at last week's top three. At number 3 was Thinking About Me by Morgan Wallen. Number 2 was Try That in a Small Town by Jason Aldean. And the number 1 song last week was Watermelon Moonshine by Lainey Wilson. Now, can Lainey hang on to that number 1 spot for a second week? We'll find out 39 hits from now. First, we'll get started with a re-entry of a tune that fell out of the countdown last week. This week, it's back in at number 40, the first chart hit by Dalton Dover called Giving Up on That. And after debuting last week at number 40, she's up 1 to number 39, Megan Moroney with I'm Not Pretty. And here's the week's only debut, coming in at number 38. It's the 8th top 40 hit by Jordan Davis, the follow-up to his number 1 hit from back in July called Next Thing You Know. His new song is called Tucson Too Late. And with that one debut and one re-entry, 2 songs are off the chart this week. Those 2 songs are Religiously and Girl in Mine. Moving on with the countdown, moving up 2 spots to number 37, here's Tyler Hubbard with Back Then, Right Now. Up 2 to number 36, Zach Bryan and Casey Musgraves with I Remember Everything. Up 2 to number 35, Carly Pearce and Chris Stapleton with We Don't Fight Anymore. Inching up 1 to number 34, Carrie Underwood with Out of That Truck. At number 33, moving up 1, Scotty McCreery with Cab and a Solo. Leaping 4 spots to number 32, it's Kane Brown with I Can Feel It. And at number 31, up 2 spots, here's Parker McCollum with Burn It Down. Number 30 in our 17th week in the countdown, here's Gabby Barrett, up 2 spots with Glory Days. Up 2 to number 29, Cody Johnson with The Painter. At number 28, up 2 spots, Brian Kelly with See You Next Summer. At number 27, up 2, it's Hardy with Truck Bed. At number 26, up 2 spots, Jackson Dane with Fearless. At number 25, up 2 spots, Warren Ziders with Pretty Little Poison. At number 24, up 2 spots, Brothers Osborne with Nobody's Nobody. Back up 2 spots to 23, here's Ashley McBryde with Light On in the Kitchen. Up 2 spots to 22, it's Chase Beckham, skipping that number 23 spot for some reason. Song called 23. At number 21 for a second week, here's Riley Green with Luke Combs and Different Round Here. In his 13th week in the countdown, he's up 3 to number 20, Nate Smith with World on Fire. Up 3 to number 19, this 22nd week on the chart, Connor Smith with Creek Will Rise. At number 18, up 2 spots, Mitchell Tenpenny with We Got History. Up a couple to number 17, Chris Stapleton with White Horse. Holding at number 16 for the week, Kelsey Ballerini and If You Go Down. At number 15 for the 3rd week, it's Chris Jansen with All I Need Is You. At number 14 for a second week, it's George Burge and Mind on You. And here's the biggest mover of the week, up 5 spots to number 13. It's Jelly Roll and Lainey Wilson with Save Me. And here's a song that specifically needs saved. Save Me the Trouble by Dan and Shay. They're up 1 to number 12. And at number 11, up 1, it's Luke Bryan and But I Got a Beer in My Hand. Right, leading off the top 10, a former number 1 by Jelly Roll, down a spot this week. It's called Need a Favor. And dropping 2 spots to number 9 with his former number 1 hit, Luke Combs with Fast Car. Holding steady at number 8 this week, it's Morgan Wallen and Everything I Love. Leaping 3 spots to number 7, his 42nd week on the chart, the song that's been around the longest, Dylan Scott with Can't Have Mine. At number 6 for a second week, Tim McGraw with Standing Room Only. At number 5 again this week, Dustin Lynch with Stars Like Confetti. At number 4 again this week, it's Russell Dickerson with God Gave Me a Girl. Falling back a spot to number 3 in his 20th week on the chart, Jason Aldean and Try That in a Small Town. Trading places with Jason, moving up 1 to number 2, it's Morgan Wallen and Thinking About Me. And the number 1 song in country music for the 2nd week in a row, it's Lainey Wilson and her 5th number 1 country hit called Watermelon Moonshine. Thank you for listening. I'm Chris. See you next week, everybody.